Hi everybody, it's Marc-Alan Barnett. I'm doing another one of my series of music stuff videos, and I'm here with Dani Jamerson. Dani Jamerson is one of my favorite people I've ever worked with. She's from Michigan. She's 12 years old. She's very tall. Now, I met her when she was about 14 years old, and I've been working with her over the years. She lives in Michigan, works a really steady career as a musician up there. She's just gotten back from a cruise, and she is just an amazing person. So what I wanted her to talk about was what she does to maximize her time in Nashville, what she's doing in her home territory of Kalamazoo, Michigan, and just a little bit for those of you who might be wanting to do similar things. How do you do all this? Do you need to move to Nashville? What do you need to do? This is Dani Jamerson. Hey, Dani.
Hi, Mark.
You started, I think you were about 14 or 15.
15, I think.
Yeah. And you came and we wrote a song together up there, and then you started coming down here. Your parents, I don't know why, let you go off at a pretty young age.
They just let me do what I wanted to do. They're great.
Yes.
Go free. Go free. Do what you want. No, they were awesome. And we met Mark through a group up in Michigan, and
the Chili Peppers group.
The Chili Pepper songwriting group, who I found through a show that somebody kind of came and found me. It was just a random thing, but then they talked to me about co-writing, and then brought me to Mark, who has mentored me in co-writing and all that as well. So yeah, and then I started coming down here and making trips. And
it's my contention that the music business is a very random thing. It just, one thing happens that leads to another, it leads to another. The Chili Pepper group, featuring Renee Miave, is the one who brought Frankie Ballard to me, and we helped build his career into doing very well, and I expect that from Dani too. She should have a deal tomorrow, and
no pressure.
She's doing the same thing, which is stay in your hometown. There's far too many people that believe I want to uproot myself and I want to just go charging down to Nashville, and I don't believe that you need to do that. Most people move prematurely. Who are some of the people you've been writing in town now for a while, and you met people around, and
yeah,
how's that working?
It's great. I mean, obviously when I first started coming, you get in with your level of writers, and then you kind of work your way up, and you write with people that as soon as they feel comfortable, they'll introduce you to some of their friends and that kind of thing, and that's just the way the game is played. And it's been really great. I've been writing with higher level writers and getting better songs because of that. And it's, I love being able to go home and work on shows, and then come here and really focus my 1 to 2 weeks just on writing and like going really hard at it. So
yes,
yeah, that's great for me. So
now my deal, I'm also always encouraging older people. Remember, in the parlance of the music industry, older is 30. You're a dinosaur at 30. So anybody older than that. Now, we run into a lot of people, guys and girls, who are older, and they're not performers, and they need to hook up with performers. But in order to do that, you better listen to what a performer wants to say, because sometimes they're the it factor. They're people that want you to do songs that don't fit you, that don't say what you want to say. Yeah. And it gets difficult, particularly attractive women. You have to be careful of some of the factors of age inappropriate stuff, or things that are just not who you are.
Right.
How do you avoid that, or is there a way besides?
I just feel like if you're just honest, like, you can't let people tell you what to say. You have to, when I go into a room, I say, if there's something I'm uncomfortable with, I say it right away. I don't let them, dictate that. You have to really speak up, because bottom line is, in my case, I'm the artist, and I'm going to be the one that has to get on stage and sing the song. So I want to make sure it's something that I would say or feel comfortable talking about, not just what somebody else wants me to do.
Somebody putting words into your mouth.
Exactly.
Now, that comes to another side of this, is all these people out there have millions and millions of songs. I want to get my song somewhere, and they want to pitch their songs. Do you listen to outside songs?
I do. I have a hard time, though, if somebody doesn't want to get to know me first, if they just want to give me a song. Because that's happened to me. People come to my shows and they're like, I have a song for you. And it's like, well, how about we get to know each other and maybe write together? And then I'm totally open to outside songs, but I feel like, and I feel like all artists are like this. You want to have some sort of connection to the song, to the person, to the meaning behind it. And it's, that's just my personal, I'm open to outside songs, but you're going to get a lot further, I feel, with an artist if you approach them in a way as, can I collaborate with you?
Right.
Instead of pushing it on them.
Exactly. And you also, if somebody's pitching you a song, they have to understand they're trying to get you to put your songs out of the way to take theirs. So they better have a magnificent song.
Right. Which is why it's great to say, can we write together? Because then your song's on it, the artist has a say in it, everybody's happy.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to ask you a big favor.
What's that?
Would you do a song that we wrote together?
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Can you tell us how this song came together?
Well, we wrote this song a few years ago. We were in Gulf Shores, Alabama for the Frank Brown Songwriters Festival.
There you go.
And we wrote it with, it was Mark and I, and two other girl artists, Liz Moriando and Sky Claire, and Larry Singleton, another songwriter friend in town. And we were at a restaurant and got this idea from our waitress about how there's always a guy that is why girls make decisions.
That's exactly it. There was a guy.
Always a guy. Same old tale you've heard a million times. Starts out with cards and flowers, ends up with separate lives. Every big city and every little town, ask them how they got there. They're glad to point it out. Every actress to the singer to the girl that pours a coffee. When you dig a little deeper, the moral of the story is there was a guy around every corner. Girl, you gotta pay attention. Don't say we didn't want you. Boy, pack up your car and uproot your life. Better have another reason besides. There was a guy. Three sisters get together for drinks every weekend. Start comparing notes about these new guys they've been seeing. Each one is describing big penthouse apartment, the tattoo sleeves, the flag Maserati. A little too familiar details go on and on. They've got the same picture on their cellular phones. There was a guy around every corner. Girl, you gotta pay attention. Don't say we didn't want it. Boy, pack up your car and uproot your life. Better have another reason besides. There was a guy. Now if you ask her why she keeps on leaving, boy, the man is a sideline, the dream is the reason. There was a guy, there was a guy, there was a guy, there was a guy, and there was a guy around every corner. Girl, you gotta pay attention. Don't say we didn't want you. Boy, pack up your car and uproot your life. Better have another reason besides. There was a guy, there was a guy, there was a guy, there was a guy, oh, there was a guy, there was a guy, there was a guy.
You are so magnificent.
Thank you for having me on your video.
Well, any one piece of advice that you give anybody in your age bracket about coming to Nashville, about just kind of the steps that you take? Besides seeing me, of course. But besides
Obviously, seeing Marc-Alan. No, I've learned so much from Mark. He has helped me in songwriting, in stage performance, which is a huge thing, which is he is the king at, is stage performance and performing. But obviously, come to Nashville and, explore and figure out, your circle. And Mark's also great at networking and, putting people with the right people. But also, I always encourage people ask me, and I just, my thing has always been stay at home until you have to be here. Because especially if you're a performer, I go home and my full-time job is performing and I make money doing it, which I wouldn't make the money that I make at home that I would here. So, you know, I can do that full time back home and then take 1 to 2 weeks every month and come down and, you know, really focus on writing. And to me, that's worked so well. And, you know, I still feel like I've had opportunities here that, and I'm here enough that I can always come whenever I need to, because I don't, you know, I'm just performing. I don't have a
People don't realize you've been gone.
Yeah, people don't realize. I was writing with someone for like 6 months, and they're like, "Oh, you don't live here?" Because they think I live here because I'm here so often. So there is a way to do it without having to pack everything up and leave everything behind, and you know, still have something back home as well as here.
The old saying is, "Must be present to win." You must have a presence to win.
Amen.
And that is the deal. Remember, you don't choose music. Music chooses you. Marc-Alan Barnett.com. Thank you, Dani.
Thank you.
Thank you, and see you soon.